we have some interesting topics which we'll go through. This is the next one in continuation with what Bhanu sir just said, digital footprints. How many of us use a mobile phone? In fact, some of us use two of them. Okay, next question. How many of us do not use a social media account? All of us do, right? How many of us have a family photograph or your self photograph as a WhatsApp DP? Okay, how many of us delete the message as soon as we send it to somebody? Good morning. Arey yaar, ye good morning nahi tha, good afternoon tha. We delete it. Right? I see about 25% of the people raising their hands in haste, saying that uthaun, nahi uthaun. Right? So please let me know in case you want me to also add Telugu and Hindi during my conversation. Please do let me know. Again, a few of them. I think I have a mixed language to speak. Thank you for that proof. So I'll be taking you through this digital footprint session. It's a very interesting session. So let's say some of you raised a hand saying that we delete the message as quickly as we send and we realize that this message is not correct or appropriate. Do you think that message is deleted forever? Yes, no, maybe. Who say yes, hands proof. I see hardly 3 or 4 of them. So let me tell you, the messages on the internet, for that matter, anything that you post on the internet stays there forever. You know the footprints, right? Let's say an example of a seaside. When you're walking beside the sea, you make a footprint. The sea water comes and washes away. The footprint is gone. But in the internet age, nothing is lost. Right? You have heard of something called data? It's a data like, right? So every time you create a data, it stays there. So when you see delete, it's asked you 2 questions. Delete for you, delete for all. So preferably we say, I'll be more intelligent, I'll delete for all. But you have already uploaded it onto the WhatsApp ka server. It stays there. आपने delete किया है only आपके phone में से, only from your device, but it is there on the internet. Got it? So whenever you are posting anything on the internet, अपने बारे में, दूसरों के बारे में, about you or anybody else also, please be aware that it is recorded there and stays there. We, or I should say the law enforcement team, has the ability to dig that out. Maybe after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, dig that out, it is possible. So whenever you are posting anything, please post wisely on the internet. So what is the thing that you can check? So how is this footprint made on the internet? So footprint is made with whatever you post about yourself, somebody else posted about you, right? You generate a post. I don't like one of my friends. I post a wrong thing about him on the internet, and that goes viral. I don't know whether what I posted is true or not. But the third person who's reading that, he has only that information saying that, hey, this person is not a good person to be friend with. पहले झगड़ा होगा, हमने कुछ खराब पोस्ट कर दिया उसके बारे में. उसके बाद में क्या होगा? 10 दिनों के बाद में हम लोग फिर से दोस्त बन जाएंगे, but that thing stays there. You cannot put it down. So whatever you are posting, please post wisely. Let me also include one thing. So nowadays, previously what happened when you were applying for a job or anything of that sort, you would give your physical profile, right? हम लोग अपना CV देते थे, CV, resume, you would give to your company. So nowadays, what they are saying, you mention your email ID in that, right, for contacting back. So what they'll do something called a social profiling. Social profiling means they take your email ID and check what all you have posted on the internet. It may be good, it may be bad. Whenever I go through your postings on your internet, I'll know what kind of person you are. You're good, bad, offensive, defensive, what it is, I'll know, right? So let me hire the people who have a good background, right? Why would I hire a person who doesn't have a good background, who's not internet hygienic? I wanted to add your words to that so that you understand better, right? Internet hygienic, if you are not internet hygienic, the profile may be seeded out. So you have to be very careful when you are posting anything on the internet. Next thing is, it says, write the information that others upload you, which I just covered. See, what it can be used against. You post a photo on the internet. There will be a third person or a fourth person who's not a good person. He might take that photograph, use that photograph to call somebody in your family or maybe in your friend circle, or use that photograph as his DP and call saying that, hey, I'm so and so calling. I have a requirement of 5,000. I'm less of my fees. Can you please pay me? I'll pay you in the next month. So what you'll think? Because you can see his photograph, right? The third person, you'll feel that, arey yaar, ye to sahi banda hai, is genuine. So that is what is called impersonation. That is, he is using a fake ID to trick you. So you have to be very careful. Check whether he really needs that amount. Check from other sources. Don't go by that call. Maybe you don't know that number, right? That is one thing. Please do not do that. Again, there is one more thing which is happening in the market. Voice cloning. How many of you have heard of it? Voice cloning together. You might have heard of cloning, but voice cloning, right? So what will happen, ideally, the other person, you'll get a call, incoming call. Nobody will speak from the other side. So what you will be doing? Hello, 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 hello karte rahenge hum log, right? We try to ask, yaar, kaun bol raha hai? At least who is this number with? So what they will do? They'll record your hellos. 1 hello, 2 hello, 3 hello, whatever. They analyze it. Analyze your sound, analyze your voice, and create a dialogue about that voice. I am stuck somewhere. I met with an accident. Anything of that sort, right? So that can be used. So you have to be very careful whenever you are posting anything on the internet and doing all this. So what will happen? Your image will get damaged. Somebody else will use your image and post a wrong comment about you. So what you have to do, periodically, go to the internet, check your name, if there is anything wrong posted about you. In case yes, please report it. Reporting is a very important part of the cyber awareness. So please report it as soon as possible at the earliest opportunity, saying that, hey, this is the problem with my profile, somebody else has written this, right? So you have to be very careful about it. So how can you safeguard? So safeguard your digital identity. What all will include your digital identity? Anybody from this side can give me an answer, digital identity? One example. User ID. User ID, anything else? Password, recovery, Face ID, yes. So all these are examples of identity. So protect your accounts with a strong password. How many of you have a same password for more than one website? Same password for more than one website. Please change it immediately. You should not have one password for more than one website. What will happen? In case somebody is able to crack down to your password, he will have access to all your websites for which you have that password. Next thing, you can just go one step forward. Put a pass phrase. Generally, what they do? 12 to 15 characters, uppercase, lowercase, digits, and symbols, everything, right? Put a pass phrase. Pass phrase is, let's say, I like pizza. It may be a pass phrase, right? It's not a word. I like pizza. So, for making it more complex, make it as pizza like I. Is there a possibility to guess? Very difficult, right? So please have a pass phrase instead of a pass word, which should again include all this. Uppercase, lowercase, all that thing. That should be included, right? Or make a deliberate mistake in your pass phrase. Spelling mistake. I can spell it as COFFEE, also. Right? It is again coffee only. KAUPHY. KAU cow, PHY fee, coffee. Right? It is again a coffee. But the spelling is different. So it is difficult to guess who's sitting on the other side to crack your password. Make a deliberate mistake in your password or your passphrase. Right? Check your privacy settings. How many of us have the WhatsApp status shared with All my contacts, all contacts, hands proof, all contacts. You meet a new person, you don't know who he is, you take his number, it is there in your WhatsApp contact. Tomorrow you share your status, he is also having a glance of your status. Right? I'll give you a classic example here. I'll take another 2 more minutes. So I'll give you a classic example. So once, one of the gentlemen had a problem with his refrigerator at office, फ्रिज को प्रॉब्लम हो गया, नहीं चल रहा है. तो उसने क्या किया, आजकल कुछ एप्स आते हैं ना, थर्ड पार्टी आता है हमारे घर में रिपेयर करने के लिए एंड ऑल दैट. तो उसने क्या किया, बुक किया, वो बंदा आया, उसने ठीक कर दिया. सो ही हैड टू पे समवेयर अराउंड 200 rupees. And when that person, the mechanic who came to repair that, he said, सर आप एक काम करो ना, ये 200 rupees आप कंपनी को दे रहे हो ना, वो मेरे को 150 देता है, 50 तो कंपनी अपना प्रॉफिट रख लेता है. तो आप एक काम करो, नेक्स्ट टाइम से आप मुझे डायरेक्टली कॉल कर लो, अब मैं आपको 150 rupees चार्ज करूंगा. सो दैट ओनर सेड, इट्स अ गुड आइडिया, राइट, आई विल सेव 50 rupees. And he'll have a direct contact, because that will take time for the people that you call the company calls the mechanic, then he comes to your residence and repairs it takes time. तो सीधा मैं मैकेनिक को कॉल करूंगा, वो आएगा और ठीक कर देगा. नाइस आइडिया, राइट? नाउ he had a very bad habit like me to share everything on the status. I go to a restaurant, take a photo, खाना खाने से पहले फोटो लेके status. I went to Park Hyatt, I went to Kohinoor, whatever, XYZ. I went for a pizza today. कौन देख रहा है? Mechanic. He is watching all this status, your status update he is watching. You go on a holiday. At airport, photograph. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. Going for a holiday for 10 days. Wow, nice. कौन देख रहा है? Mechanic. Destination में पहुंच गए आप. Reached at the destination. उधर से एक photograph. Now this mechanic knows that the owner is not at home. Where is he? वो तो holiday enjoy कर रहा है. 10 दिन बाद आएगा. He is following all that. सुबह उठने के आंख मलते मलते स्टेटस देखते हैं लोग. देखते हैं? उसके बाद में क्या हुआ? उसको मालूम है 10 दिन तक ओनर आएगा नहीं. वो आया, घर साफ करके चला गया. And when the owner comes back, he finds that the house has been cleaned. कहने का मतलब ये है, whenever you are taking a number from a new person, please go to your WhatsApp settings or any of your social media settings and exclude that person in case you don't want him to look at your statuses or your posts. Please make sure. I personally do that. So please do that. It's a good practice, right? And again, coming to the next one, whoever has a DP as your own photograph, please remove it. Have something funny. अपना पेट का फोटो डाल दो, अपने गाड़ी का फोटो डाल दो, right? Anything else other than your own personal photograph or your family's photograph. बहुत लोग अपने बच्चों का फोटोग्राफ डीपी डालते हैं, right? अपने बच्चों का, अपने पेरेंट्स का डालते हैं. Please do not do that. You are giving a chance to the fraudster to use that photograph from there and trick you, right? So please do not do it. Next one. What you publish says a lot. I think this one I covered. And let me come to the next one. Watch out for public Wi-Fi. How many of us use a public Wi-Fi when you are traveling? Maybe in the airport, railway station, metro. Public Wi-Fi, open Wi-Fi मिलता है, हम लोग लॉग इन कर लेते हैं, है ना? कर लेते हैं ना? फ्री है यार, ठीक है, थोड़ी देर यूज कर लिया तो क्या हो गया? But mind it, when you are using your public Wi-Fi, it is not protected, it is not locked. You never know, there is a fraudster who's sitting right beside you, traveling with you from Rayadurgam to Nagol and doing all the transactions through your phone. Possible? Possible है नहीं है? So the advice is, you can use the public Wi-Fi. Do not use for financial transactions. Any sort of financial transaction. Book my show में book कर लिया, वाईफाई में मतलब मेट्रो में जा रहे हैं, चलो यार जहां डेस्टिनेशन है वहां थिएटर्स हैं, विल बुक अ टिकट ऑन वाईफाई ऑन दैट बुक माई शो, जस्ट एन ऐप. उसमें क्या हो रहा है, यू आर गिविंग योर फाइनेंशियल डिटेल्स देयर. वो जो आपके साइड में बैठा है ना, वो कपड़ा सिर पे से डाल के, उसको पता चल रहा है आपने क्या करना है. यू आर फीडिंग योर कार्ड नंबर, योर पिन नंबर, एवरीथिंग यू आर गोइंग इट. He has that information with you, with him. So he can do anything, right? He can use your credentials, he can log in, he can do that. So for Wi-Fi, so one more thing I just wanted to add, maybe Bhanu sir will cover it later also. So how many of us use the same phone for a financial transaction and internet access? General internet access. All of us. So I would request you to please have one exclusive number or a device for a financial transaction. In case, so I'll physically show you. I use 2 phones. This is not शौक के लिए नहीं कैरी करते हैं, right? One of my phones has only financial transaction. जो आपका UPI है, फोन पे, गूगल पे, XYZ, banking, everything. That is used for, that phone is used only for that. And the second phone is used for that internet access, entertainment, your social media, internet, your reels वगैरह देखते हैं, all that used for the second phone. So I don't give access to my financial credentials to anybody. So that is an idea. Maybe you have better ideas, please do that, right? And for the people who have kids and elderly parents at home, please advise them that please do not use the same phone for financial transactions and internet accessing. Next, name on your internet. I think this also I have covered. Please check your name on the internet periodically. So this is the next topic. So next is cyberbullying. How many of you know what is bullying? हिंदी में छेड़ना बोलते हैं. कितनों को पता है? Right? So bullying is making maybe fun out of them, fun out of the other person, or body shaming. All that comes under cyber bullying. So doing that over internet is called cyberbullying. So see, sending mean messages, mails, somebody else, that comes under cyberbullying. Second one is posting nasty pictures, inappropriate pictures to somebody. That is again comes under cyberbullying. If you are sending or you are receiving, please report it. Next one is using someone else's user ID and password. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Maybe we are far away, maybe we are in the market, we want some information from some friend, let's say. हम उसको बोलते हैं यार वो मेरा मेल में पड़ा है, उसको मैं आपको यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड देता हूँ, उसको मेरे मेल से मतलब आपके मेल से मेरे मेल में भेज दो. So what is happening? You are sharing your username and password. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. See, it says cyberbullying when someone bullies others using internet, mobile, or any other electronic device. So, right? So this is called cyberbullying. Okay, I take leave. Thank you so much for that patient listening.